Stephen, as I got ready to talk to you today, I watched a bunch of interviews of yours and read some different things. And there was something you said that's really common in all of them, that boxers are weird AF. What, why do you say that? And as opposed to other athletes in other sports, why are boxers so weird to you?
I mean, we all weird. I include myself in it. Like I know I'm weird, but I embrace my weirdness. See, there's a difference when you embrace your weirdness and then when you know you're weird and you try not to be weird, try to act like just if you weird, you weird. But I feel like boxers are weird because it's like they be doing too much. Like I feel like certain boxers really be trying to live this lifestyle that's not like them. As far as like being in the streets or all like it's just that's weird. So that's why I say that. I don't just speak in the sense of just every fighter. That's where I may have to clean certain tweaks up
Mm.
because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, so what's the weirdest thing you've done? What do you think you do that's weird that you can disclose?
Oh, I'm just weird in the sense of just doing a bunch of dumb stuff. That's just me. Like I like to have fun. I like to do a bunch of crazy stuff. Like that's just me. My sense of being weird. Like I'm just a weird person. Like
I'm not, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a weirdo too, so don't, I feel you. So now we are heading into this fight on January 23rd, almost like a little bit of premonition. You said from the get go, from before the positive COVID test, that you wanted to fight Angelo Leo. You said it back in September. And now here we are. You had no doubt he would be Tremaine. Why was it important to you to face him specifically for this title fight?
that's a good question. I feel like I waited too long to fight him. So when you anticipate, it's like you don't want nothing, you want that. You want to get past that first. I don't want to come back. I hate having to come back to something in life rather than facing it and dealing with it right then and there.
Mhm.
But if I would have had to, I'd have did it. I'd have went back. Another thing is when he faced Tremaine, I really was like, I don't want him to lose because I want to be the first to give him his first loss. So if he would have lost and then I'd have been fighting him, like I wouldn't have had the same energy for the fight as it is today.
Mhm. Is it so? How do you feel now that you're here? Is it a sense of relief? I know you had a lot of anger, as anybody would, for the last fight being off because of COVID, beyond your control. How do you feel now? Relieved and anxious?
I feel great. I'm I'm more good that the test is still coming back negative. That's what I'm good at. So I'm more happy about that. Once we get past this next test, then it's gonna be really like like a breath of fresh air. So I'm relaxed, I'm cool, I'm calm. My weight is coming down good. I'm not intense, I'm not angry. I feel like I've been in a happy mood for a while now.
This is a really exciting fight for the junior featherweight title. You have two very game guys who are going to face off on the 23rd. What do you think that smaller fighters are starting to get their love? Boxing fans know that this is a good fight. And now we're starting to see focus on the smaller weights, the 130s, the 135s, and just other weight classes aside from welter and heavyweight, which are usually the most popular. Do you feel like the smaller guys are starting to get some love now?
Oh yeah, we definitely getting love, because we making noise, like we're fighting each other. Like we're not just sitting around just hand picking, like we're trying to fight each other. And that's where a lot of confusion may come in at. Even though we're the smaller guys, we still making noise. Like we bringing sexy back. You know how that song go, I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. That's what we doing right now. Like we're besides the lightweight division, we're what's that, welterweight with Earl and them. We
Mhm.
definitely we definitely in the mix with them right now.
What makes a smaller weight class a more exciting fight? You've got the heavyweight guys who are smacking each other around and less punches, bigger thuds if someone gets knocked out. But there are lots of attributes to a smaller weight class. What makes a smaller weight class more exciting, do you think?
We throw more punches. Our speed, our technical fighting styles, everything is a lot more technical. The bigger weight class, they just sit around a little bit more, be more relaxed, wait on a couple punches, maybe even one punch from the heavyweight division. with our division, we had to be a lot more elusive. We had to work more. We had to do everything more because you're small. Oh, he's smaller. He's fast. That's what all small people are known for. Are he's fast, so he's going to get done because he's fast. Because we have to work more. So I feel like that's plays a major role in that.
Mhm. Looking at your fighting style, I've seen a few of your past fights. I looked at something for a fight of yours from 5 years ago when Ring mentioned you in their magazine as an up and coming fighter. And looking at the work that you've done now, beautiful body work, beautiful shots to the body. Philadelphia fighters are known for hooks and throwing those types of punches. Do you feel like that's still your best attribute? Because early in your career, it looked like you were fighting more up top and head hunting, and now it looks like you do more focus on body work. Are you still that same fighter, and how do you think you've evolved in
I
the
feel
last, say, 5 years?
I feel like I evolved. I feel like I'm more comfortable in the sport. See, but like you said, I was more of a headhunter early in my career. 'Cause, when you're young, you got the headgear off. You headhunt. You try to knock some stuff out.
Mhm.
But now that I'm more seasoned, I'm more relaxed. I'm more of a vet in the game now. It's like I know how to analyze and know how to get the knockout and not force the knockout. Set the knockout out by touching the body, um, reading my opponent's body language and everything. So it's like just being able to do that, then I would be able to get the knockouts. So I feel like I really had to adapt into the sport and get comfortable with knowing myself more than just going out there head hunting.
With this fight on the 23rd, it's almost exactly a year to the day since the last time that you fought. Do you feel like this is destiny? Is this going to be your fight date from here going forward? Because we see a lot of the older guys, they always seem to fight,
Around the
they
same
push
time.
Cinco de Mayo and all that, but this is almost a year to the date. So is the 23rd or somewhere in there always going to be your fight time?
I mean, we never know. I mean, maybe, maybe not. But I definitely would like to get a fight around this time of year every time. Because normally my fight schedule would be around this time. Then my next time go around probably about May or June, September. Then he's coming back around this time. So I guess so. I guess you could say that. That'd be lit.
You got to put your stamp on it now.
Uh-huh.
Who do you like to watch when you're not fighting? Who intrigues you? Past, present, who do you like out there?
Well, if it's fights on, they're like and they're fighting, I like to watch Tank, Earl Spence. Um I like to watch Deontay Wilder. It's always exciting. You never know what's going to happen when he fight. I like to watch him. Of course, my Philly natives, so I like to watch them.
Mhm. Is Philly, are you carrying the flag for Philly? Are you going to be that next big champion for Philadelphia to make sure that the city stays on the map?
For sure, for sure. I'm looking forward to pitting on for Philly.
Mhm.
Philly will always be on the map with or without a champion. But I feel as though I'm going to be that guy to, be the face of the new generation alongside Jerron Ennis and guys like him and our caliber.
Mhm. I'm very interested in the fact you're an athlete, you stay in shape, you're always training. During the time when you tested positive for COVID, obviously you can't train, you're recovering for symptoms. What is that feeling like for though there are people who still don't take it seriously, people don't think it's real? What is it like as a person who's experienced it, being an athletic person, and what was that recovery back to now like for you?
The recovery process was more so mental. I just had to sit back and deal with everything, and it was a little rough, but I got through it. But that was real rough. My body was jacked up. My mindset was a little off, but I just knew deep down that it was a better plan that God had for me. And I feel like everyone just had to keep faith, mask up, and it is real because my body. If I'm 20, I was 26. I'm 26. If my body was feeling like that, and I've been working out for like 15 years. I've been doing this. 15, 16 years. I've been doing it. And my body was jacked up. I understood. That made me open my eyes and understood that this is real, and I understood why there were older people like dying from this. So it is a serious matter. But I really did feel jacked up, and that's rough. That's rough.
I understand. And lastly, what are two things that you do that you think that Leo does well in the fight? And what do you think are two things that you do well in a fight? Two or three things that you both do well.
I believe he has good body work. He does that well. I believe he comes forward well. On my behalf, I do everything. On my behalf, I got an outstanding jab. I have outstanding ring IQ, and I have an outstanding feet work, movement, my movement.